what's up you guys? I wanted the pride flag to be my background, but I'm a great YouTuber and I can't figure out where to put it so that would work. Also, it's literally being held up by a chair and a candle. If you guys didn't know, I'm pansexual, and yeah, and this is my coming out story, I guess. Okay, so I think the first time I fully realised that I like girls, I had crushes on girls when I was really young, but I didn't really realise they were crushes. I'm not really gonna get into that right now. I think I'll make a separate video on but yeah. But the first time I actually realised, oh shit, I might be gay, was when I was around 10, because I realised that I'm looking at girls' butts and that, yeah. Yeah. Most people realise when they get a crush on a girl and it's all cute, but 10-year-old me was just butts. But I didn't know that you can like both girls and boys, so I was like, what? I can't be gay. I like this boy. And then I just kind of freaked out and hated gay people for a while, because, it was usually used as a bad thing, you'd call someone gay and stuff as a bad thing. And little 10-year-old me freaked out the second she realised, oh shit, she might be gay. And then I kind of just suppressed all of that and some other stuff till around summer after year 7, so I was about 12, 13. Basically, my emo phase began, and I was watching a lot of emo and seeing kid videos and stuff and reading a lot of shit, and it was kind of cool to be bi. And I remember I was thinking I wish I could be bi so I could be all the cool emo kids. I thought that, and literally all the suppressed memories just came back and I was like, oh fuck, I actually might be. Fuck. And I also realised that, oh, maybe the reasons you've been stalking this girl the whole fucking summer, I've been obsessed with her, is because you actually have a big ass crush on her. And then I freaked out again. And then for ages I just tried to, took me a few months to actually try and accept it myself. Then the first person I actually decided to tell once I fully accepted it and whatnot was my best friend at the time. He was 2 years younger than me, I think. She was still in primary school. I was starting, I was in year 8 then. I was starting year 8. So I was 13. And oh boy. I dropped a lot of hints beforehand, and I don't know why I decided to come out to her first, considering I knew she was kind of homophobic and I knew her whole family was, but I still did, and I gotta say her reaction wasn't what I expected. I told her I'm bi, and she was just kind of oh, do you have a crush on me? And I was like, no. Then she was like, oh, do you have a crush on my mom? And I was like, no. Do you have a crush on my little sister, who, by the way, is 2. Actually, I think she was less than 2. Then she proceeded to ask me if I have a crush on her grandma, who I have never met in my life. And a bunch of other people. I think she stopped at the grandma, but she knew who I liked. Bish, I talked about this girl I had a crush on 24/7, and I literally told her, I was like, hey, I keep talking about this girl? Yeah, kind of, I like her, I'm bi, I have a crush on her. It was a bit weird with me after that for a bit, and then she told one of her other friends, and then it spread around the whole town I lived in that I was a lesbian. And that was pretty scary for me, because I told one person and everybody fucking knew then, and thankfully not everybody in my school knew. It was just the area I lived in. That still scared the shit out of me, even though I barely went outside. One thing that was funny from that is this girl, I used to be friends with her in primary school. Not friends, but we were okay with each other. She was one of the few people I actually spoke to sometimes, because everybody else fucking hated me. But I remember seeing her after it spread that I was gay and whatnot all around the town. I was walking down the street and she was fucking ages away walking on the same side of the pavement as me. She literally looked at me, looked terrified as fuck, moved to the other side of the fucking pavement, like to the other side of the road. And then I heard like people talking about how she was like straight up actually scared of me. Like, it wasn't just that she didn't like me or anything, she was literally scared of me. She was scared I would give her the gay. I remember some of my friends that lived in the same area. They also went to my high school, were like asking me, specifically one I was pretty close with, that I met my best friend at the time, although not anymore because she spread that everywhere, through her. Let's name my girl I came out to first, Morgan. The person I introduced me to, Morgan, it feels really weird giving people different names and stuff. She kept asking me, being like, oh, is it true, like, you're a lesbian, you'll tell me if you were, right? Like, it's not true, right? Like, that's really fucking messed up, like, you're not, are you? Alright, and I was like, no, of course I'm not. Why would you say that? That was awkward. She's all good now and stuff, by the way. This was like ages ago. Oh, right, and then finish the thing with Morgan. Right, also, a while after, she came up to me and she was like, oh, what would you do if your best friend had a crush on you? I don't know, I was just awkward as fuck. And then she was like, oh, I like you. I think I'm bi too. And then she hated my guts. And I was like, oh, why are you randomly hating me? And she was like, oh, I have this thing that if I tell someone that I like them, I will hate them afterwards. And I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry? Like, what? And then I think the next person I came out to was the person who became like my best friend after. For like, I came out to some of my other friends, it all went pretty much okay for the most part. Like, there was a few people I came out to that just pretty much wouldn't really acknowledge it. They were just kind of like, okay, that's a bit weird, and they just tried to not speak about it ever. Like, I was really scared about coming out, but I dropped like little hints places. Like, I drew like the bi flag on my arm and stuff, and I remember one of my friends one time just like pointed it out, and I was just like, nothing, it's nothing, it's just random colours I drew on my hand. She was also bi, so she knew. She was just like, okay, yeah, sure. Oh yeah, the way I came out to that friend, actually properly, was that we were writing our crush's names on a tree, because there was this tree at the back of the field that I just realised I came out to two people via a tree. Yeah, so we were writing our crush's names on trees, and she just kind of basically scribbled some random shit down. But it was also a girl's name, I think. Well, actually, because she kept saying it was this guy's name, and I was like, mate, how the fuck does that say that? And I was like, it says this other person's name, who she later on ended up dating, and I'm still pretty sure it said that, but I just straight up wrote on my tree. I'm not gonna say her name, like, I'm scared people I know will find this video and be like, shit, what, you liked this person? Okay, I'm just gonna name her Jessica. So I wrote Jessica's name down on this tree, and she just read it, and she was like, oh, okay, and I was like, yeah. And that was pretty much that. And the other time I came out someone via a tree was when me and my friend decided to have this secrets tree, and we just wrote down the deepest secrets on there. And we were about to leave like the area, and then I was just like, 1 second, I just gotta do one more thing. And she was like, what? No, we gotta go. Like, and I just ran back, wrote I'm Pan on it, and then just ran back to her. And I'm not sure if she's ever actually seen it, to be quite honest. But, I mean, she definitely knows. Because, like, I just talk about it. Like, the more I became comfortable with stuff, I just, like, talk about it more, like, openly and stuff. She didn't really give a shit, to be honest. She was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, and now to the actual like coming out story thing to my parents. So I decided to come out on April Fool's because I was like, oh, if it goes bad, if like my parents react badly, or my mum, I'm just gonna say, just kidding, and it'll be fine. I'll just be like, oh, April Fool's, yeah, I cried for like 20 minutes, maybe longer. It felt like an hour, but think it was that long. Well, my mom just kind of sat there like, what's happening? Are you pregnant? Do you have a boyfriend? Why are you crying? What's happened? And then eventually, after she said that, do you have a boyfriend thing a couple of times, she was just like, wait, do you have a girlfriend? And I was like, no, but I like girls and boys. And then she just assumed I'm a lesbian because she doesn't believe that you can like both. Well, she kind of does now, like, but she's still a bit like, with it. She said it's okay, she loves me anyway, it's fine, she doesn't care, blah blah blah, all that good, supportive stuff. And then, remember one time I was like really upset and I told her that my friend spread I was a lesbian around the town, and she just went quiet and she was like, don't say that about your dad, like how dare you, and I was just like, but it's not true, I'm bi, not gay. I mean, I didn't say that to her right then, but I was just like, why are you freaking out? You make it obvious, like, mum. Apparently now she tells me that she told my dad and she like, or he found out. And she had to talk to him about it because he was like really upset about it and really angry, and she had to convince him that it's like okay and stuff, which is kind of weird to hear because that's not how it seemed from my point of view. But basically my mom was kind of weird about it, like she did give him the whole like, oh it's okay speech when it did come out, but she was a bit homophobic a lot of the time. My dad found out from reading through my private Facebook messages. I had a boyfriend at the time, but he scrolled up through the messages between me and my best friend all the way up to me talking about Jessica. I also sent her like random shit out of oh my god, wait. Oh boy, I'm cringing. I also did a lot of, I don't know why, but I thought it was funny to make really fucking weird like edits of her. Like, I made this one meme basically calling her dumb, which looking back wasn't funny. Why the fuck did she put up with me? I was just a twat to her. Like, I low-key had a crush on her, but like, I was just a twat to her. Comment on me sending her out of nowhere the lyrics to Santa's pissed and he's coming to town by Motionless in White. Mainly one specific lyric, but he can't speak English that amazingly and he fucked it up pretty bad, and it was kind of funny, but he just turned around to me in the car being like, Santa fucked your mum or something. And I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, nice song, Sam. And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry? What the fuck? Why are you reading from my messages? He didn't say anything about the whole gay thing for like ages. Until Christmas, which was months apart. Although if I was singing the lyrics to that song. But I'm pretty sure it was months apart. I probably just discovered Motionless in White and that song and was just like. So in Poland, because I'm Polish, we celebrate Christmas on like Christmas Eve, and we have this like tradition where we like break these things. We'll hold this thing up and we'll be like, oh, I hope you have good job, good money, good relationship, and for every wish you meant to break off like a little piece of it. And he was doing the usual like bullshit, and he said, oh, I hope you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, very loudly in front of my family, all doing the same thing. Nobody really heard. I was just kind of like, oh, thanks. Oh shit, he knows. But yeah, he was just like really chill about it. And yeah, he never really said anything bad. He was always just really chill. And I was surprised because it was my dad's reaction that I was scared as shit of. And I was always like, oh, my mom's gonna be fine. Like, I mean, it still scared me to tell her, but I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, okay, so I'm sorry for how shit this video was. If you want more shitty videos, subscribe and like the video and comment, please. And my social media links will be down below if you want to follow me and other stuff. I never post on Twitter, ever, unless I see a spider. Then I post about the spider. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this mess of a video. Subscribe, please, like, comment.
I'm not a heterosexual man, not ticking your boxes, that's not who I am. No, I don't fit into your neat little plan, and I never will. I'm not a heterosexual man, not ticking your boxes, that's not who I am.